mama's gonna get you. Gonna knock you off your feet. Better recognize your brothers. Everyone you meet. Why in the world are we here? Surely not to live in pain and fear. Why on earth do you fear? When you're everywhere, come and get your share. Well, we all shine on like the moons and the stars and the sun. Yeah, we all shine on. Come on and on and on and on. Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, we all shine on like the moon and the stars and the sun. Yeah, we all shine on and on and on and on. Well, we all shine on like the moon and the stars and the sun. Well, we all shine on like the moon and the stars and the sun. Well, we all shine on like the moon and the stars and the sun. Yeah, we all shine on like the moon and the stars and the sun. Well, we all shine on like the moon and the stars and the sun.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, 7 o'clock, 66 degrees in downtown Clarksville. We'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WJZM Radio, Clarksville, Tennessee.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. In Mexico City, rescue operations continue. Survivors still being pulled from the rubble in some areas as operations stretch into a fourth day, spurring hope among desperate relatives gathered at the sites where building collapsed because of that 7.1 magnitude earthquake this week. Mexico's Foreign Minister Luis Videgaray Caso says rescue teams from the U.S. are helping out.
There are therefore teams, some of them from California, from the fire department, from departments in California, working in specific sites where the buildings fell down, and we presume that people might still be alive in those points.
Police say several people were pulled from the rubble of two buildings in Mexico's capital city yesterday. Still, with the deadly hours passing by, fewer of the living have been found. The official death toll rose to 273 in Mexico City and several nearby states combined. 137 of those lives, at least, were lost in the nation's capital. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has lobbed a string of insults at President Trump, calling him, quote, a mentally deranged U.S. dotard and hinting at a frightening new weapons test. The fact is, it's the first time for a North Korean leader to issue such a direct statement, and it's raised the international nuclear standoff to a new level. Of course, earlier this week, the president suggested, has very condemning words to say about the North Korean regime, and he's also authorized stiffer new sanctions against North Korea over its nuclear program. Raising the stakes in Syria, Russia's military says its submarine in the Mediterranean Sea has fired cruise missiles on militant positions. Moscow is a staunch supporter of President Bashar Assad. London's Transport Authority says it won't renew Uber's license to operate in the British capital, arguing that it demonstrates a lack of corporate responsibility. On Wall Street, Dow futures down 9 points. This is SRN News.
Hey, I'm Justin Swallows with the WJZM Sports Crew, inviting you to join us live on Friday night as we bring you Clarksville Academy football. This week, the Cougars travel to the Commonwealth to take on Kentucky's Fulton City High, and we'll have the call starting with pregame coverage at 6:45 right here on the Big 1400.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, Clarksville area weather. Well, there might be some patchy fog in some of the low-lying areas this morning. That should burn off rather quickly this morning. Expect a high today of 90, maybe a slight chance of rain this afternoon, right at 10%. Clear tonight, 68 for an overnight low. Saturday, partly sunny, warm, near 90 for an expected high. Currently, 66 degrees in downtown Clarksville. Now, with a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county looking pretty good for a Friday morning. Right now, 41A Fort Campbell busy in a couple of spots. Looks like 48 and 13. If you're making your way into the city from the county, it's slow, especially out by Montgomery Central. Looks like 41A Sango slow. Also, Rossview Road, very slow at the moment. And also, the 76 MLK connector is slow. And Trenton Road, very slow as well. Now, if you are headed to Nashville this morning, well, 24 looks good all the way into the Music City. Let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the traffic in Nashville as you make your way there.
Good morning. Still working with this 18-wheeler that flipped around 4:30 this morning here on Briley at I-24. Hopefully they'll have this thing uprighted within the next couple of hours. Traffic's really heavy. We would expect out here I-40 leaving Dixon right now through Kingston Springs and 65 southbound there at Trinity Lanes bumper to bumper. Hey, earn your massage diploma in 6 months. Call the Nashville School of Massage Therapy today, 905-4141. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
That's been a look at your traffic and weather together and the latest national news here on the Big 1400 WJZM. It is 7:04 and it's time for the Friday edition of Good Morning Clarksville with Chuck Edwards. Good morning, Mr. Chuck Edwards. How are you today?
Good
Mr.
morning.
Chuck? Mr. Chuck? Chucky, Tennessee?
No, I want to be Commander Chuck.
Well, get your own plane like he does.
And fly around like
That's
him?
right.
Oh, okay.
Then you can be Commander Chuck.
Okay,
you can do the show live from the air.
I'm going to have to talk to MP management about a little bump in the, a little something.
He going to give you a bump, all right.
But until then, I'm so glad to be here. John's glad to be here. We're glad that you're there. This is the morning edition, the Friday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. 1400 WJZM Radio, 66 degrees this Friday with Chuck and John on Good Morning Clarksville show. On the way this hour musically, some Easy Beats as well as the AWB and the Isley Brothers on the way. And a little later on, we've got a Sports Now update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville on the Big 1400. Time now for birthdays. Billy Piper is 35. She is an actress. She was in the movie Penny Dreadful. She was the bride of Frankenstein. She was also one of the companions for Doctor Who. Did you watch any of that?
Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Who?
And
what kind of doctor is
No,
he?
I don't know what kind of doctor he is.
What's his last name?
Dr. Who?
Who what? Who is? What? Huh?
No.
I don't know.
No. I'm not going.
Who's on
they have
first?
This Com Kid, all that com stuff. Is he
Comic
part-
Con.
Yeah, is he part of that?
Yeah.
Doctor Who?
Yeah. I met one of the Doctor Who's.
There's more than one? There's multiple Doctor Who's?
Yes, they are. They change them like every year or two.
Okay.
I think the new Doctor
I need
Who's
to get
going to
out
be a
more,
lady.
don't I? Yeah, Bonnie Hunt is 56. She is. She was Sarah Whittle in Jumanji, and she was Renee Zellweger's sister in Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
That's right.
Show me the money. Scott Baio is 57. He is the president of Donald Trump Fan Club. Before that, he was Charles in Charge and Chachi on Happy Days and What Have You Done For Me Lately?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His biggest hit-rated show, though, was, what was it, Joni Loves Chachi or Chachi Loves Joni? What,
whatever.
it lasts like 3 shows?
Yeah. It was gone. Andrea Bocelli is 59. He's the blind operatic singer. He's been blind ever since he was 12. I saw they had a thing on PBS with him. Mm-hmm. Man, he hits some notes that are just crazy. He's very, and he has this thing for riding a horse, this white horse.
While he's doing the opera?
No, after. He performs in Italy a lot in this amphitheater, and he's been known to ride down this trail on this white horse after his performance. Naked. He's on the horse skyclad.
Okay.
Yeah. But he can do that.
I want to make sure I don't run into him.
You better hope he don't run into you. Because, the horse is the only one seeing anything, No. Joan Jett is 59, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. Debbie Boone, 61. You light up my life. Okay. And her next song, okay. Sherry Belafonte is 63. Tony Basil. How old do you think Tony Basil is?
Hey, Mickey, she is 64.
74.
Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
she's 74.
Mercy, help me.
13 days
74.
to World Teachers Day, 39 days to Halloween, 44 days until daylight savings ends.
Can we instead of that, let's just say it's 362 days before Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arg. Instead of going over daylight savings.
Well, it's coming, John, and we don't have any choice but
Yes,
to
we
accept
do.
it as is.
We can get rid of it.
Okay, you going to start a petition?
Yeah, let's just leave it the same.
Okay,
all
you and
year
Gary
round.
Baker will probably be the only ones to sign the petition.
Well, I'll sign it, by golly.
I know you will. And 84 days here, make you feel better. 84 days until Star Wars, The Last Jedi, the movie comes out.
Arg. Oh.
No, that's Talk Like a Pirate.
I know,
Day.
but I'm trying to get rid of daylight savings time.
Oh.
Pirates don't like daylight savings time. They don't like DST.
How do you know?
Arg.
How do you pass the marmalade, Charlie? The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. It is the Friday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. Chuck and John, you can tell he's wound up this morning. Yes, sir. He's ready for the weekend. Ready for the weekend. I know. It'll be all right, John. Hang in there.
I'm ready.
Hang in there. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, going back a few years. That is Taylor Dane on Clarksville's Good Time Oldies with Chuck and John for the Friday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. Well, back in the day, 241 years ago, in 1776, Captain Nathan Hale said his famous last words, quote, only...
Oh.
Would you pass the marmalade, Charlie? No.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Captain Nathan Hale, I only regret that I have but one life to lose for my country. I was just before he was hanged for spying behind enemy lines on a mission for George Washington's army. 228 years ago, 1789, Benjamin Franklin became the country's first postmaster general. You know, I've often wondered about that. You know, Ben Franklin, he did a lot of great things in the founding of our country.
He did.
And he took that job. So there must have been a lot of prestige that went with that job at the time.
I would think there was.
But anyway.
You know, now it's not. But
yeah. I mean, here
now
they are
people-
on the verge of closing. I mean, they're farming out everything. But anyway, 48 years ago, 1969, the great Willie Mays hit his 600th home run in a game against the San Diego Padres.
All right.
Willie ended his career with 660 home runs. And 32 years ago, 1985, the first Farm Aid concert was put on. Willie Nelson, Neil Young, John Cougar Mellencamp, Johnny Cash, Bob Dylan, Foreigner, also an unknown band that...
there's a bunch of them.
Bon Jovi. The show raised $7 million for American family farmers. 9 years ago, 2008. Now, this is interesting. The U.S. Mint revealed the first changes to the penny in 50 years, which will go into effect the following year. They got rid of the Lincoln Memorial on the back and replaced it with four now different images that represent different parts of Abraham Lincoln's life.
Oh.
Number one, a log cabin to represent his childhood. Have you ever seen that?
No.
On the back of a penny? I've never seen it either.
No.
But with log cabin to represent his childhood, him as a young man sitting with an axe. I never even seen that one.
No.
Him standing in front of the State House in Illinois when he first entered politics, and the U.S. Capitol building being built during his presidency.
I bet these are rare pennies.
Yeah, I would think so, but
Bet they're worth a lot of money.
I've never seen them anyway, but yeah.
I don't even remember seeing pictures. I'm going to have to effort and look.
Oh,
have to look 'em
I
up.
did not know that there were four different designs on
I
the
did
back.
not.
You know, the Big 1400 WJZM Radio. We're just ahead of Justin Swallows. Sports Now update on the Big 1400, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville.
Yeah. Oh, na, yeah. Don't you believe that I want you? I need you here in my arms. Oh, no, you won't have to worry. I'll spend each day in your charms. Oh, I want to kiss you all over, running my hand through your hair. Oh, I know a place where love is. I'll keep you warm night and day. In your love zone, you don't have to be
1400 WJZM Radio, where Bob Kessling's Ball Network Notebook comes your way at 7:50 this morning, right here on the Big 1400, brought to you by Copies in a Flash. Weather-wise, we expect a high today near 90. Slight chance of maybe an afternoon pop-up shower. 68 for an overnight low. So the football games could be nice. 68, a little humid.
Yeah,
so
it's going to be nice.
Dress appropriately.
A little warm.
That's
tonight.
right. And then Saturday, partly sunny, near 90 for a high. Near 90 for a high the next 2 or 3 days. As humidity is with us and a chance of rain lurking in the background, 10 to 20% in the afternoon, but right around 90 for a high. Right now we're at 67 degrees in downtown Clarksville with Chuck and John. You know, a new survey, a new study. A new study. A new study has found that 3 of the top 5 cities with the happiest employees are in California. Did you know that?
No.
Dude, you didn't know that? Dude. 3 of the happiest employees, three of the top 5 cities with the happiest employees are in California. The top 5 are San Francisco.
Of course.
They don't get it. San Jose.
Of course.
Salt Lake City.
Huh?
Salt Lake City, Utah.
Utah.
San Diego and Boston. Boston? Are you kidding me?
None from Clarksville is not one of the happiest cities in the world?
Well, I think it's what you make of it. And maybe, we didn't figure into that study because they didn't ask enough, as many people. You know, from taking statistics in college, that the only way you could come up with that is dependent upon your sampling.
Oh, yeah.
Your sampling. And so if you only ask 2 people in Clarksville and 70 in Boston, then the sampling is skewed.
It is. The results are going to be a little different.
I think Clarksville is a great place to live.
So do I.
All those in favor, raise your hand. All those in favor of keeping daylight savings time, raise your hand. There we go. See? Yeah, see how easy that was?
All arise. Judge Chucky is in session.
Sampling of 2, yes. Time now for a Sportsnet update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville on the Big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Culver's of Clarksville. Go online to culvers.com for an update on their frozen custard flavor of the day.
University of Tennessee football legend and future NFL Hall of Famer Peyton Manning is taking his talents to the silver screen. The former UT quarterback, according to Fox 59 in Indianapolis, has signed on as a voice actor for the upcoming animated film Ferdinand. The movie is an adaptation of the popular children's book chronicling the story of Ferdinand the Bull, who prefers sniffing flowers to squaring off against matadors. The film debuts in theaters December the 15th, and it will not be Manning's first foray into acting. He guest hosted Saturday Night Live back in 2007, and just last year, he made a cameo appearance on ABC's Modern Family. Now we take you over to Austin Peay State University as head football coach Will Healy made a surprising announcement yesterday. APSU football has agreed to forego their scheduled bye week on October 28th to travel south to Orlando for a game against Central Florida. The UCF Knights were forced to cancel a home game earlier this month versus Georgia Tech due to Hurricane Irma. Austin Peay had to be granted a special waiver by the NCAA in order to add that 12th game to their 2017 schedule. And on to the soccer tilt, where the Clarksville Academy Lady Cougars blanked region foe Nashville Christian 5-0 last night. The win put CA at 3-2 in Division 2A's West Region. Presley Sykes was the top contributor in the triumph, scoring 3 goals and also adding an assist. Lastly today, do not forget we've got high school football tonight here on the Big 1400. Clarksville Academy is in Kentucky to take on Fulton City, and we'll have the call starting with pregame coverage at 6:45. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Family outings should be special. They should be memorable. They should be fun. And you'll find all of that and more with a short trip to Culver's of Clarksville. With a focus on customer service and quality farm-fresh ingredients, Culver's is serving food and fun at a whole new level. Go by today for one of their made-to-order butter burgers or a waffle cone stuffed with fresh frozen custard. They're at 140 Southampton Place, just off Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, Culver's of Clarksville. Welcome to delicious.
The big 1400 WJZM radio. We're just talking about we could use a butter burger.
Yes, we could.
Yeah, from Culver's.
You want some? Do you want some bacon on it?
Take maybe a couple of slices.
A little dabble of bacon.
A couple of slices of bacon.
That's right. It becomes like breakfast.
On my butter boy.
It's breakfast
from
and lunch.
Culver's of Clarksville. Don't forget, Sports Now Update comes your way at 8:20.
Yes.
This morning brought to you by Mr. Appliance. Plus, in the afternoon, 3:20, 6:20, brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy and Coffee Break and Cheesecake.
Yummy.
On the big 1400. Did you know? Here's something that you probably didn't know.
No, probably not.
I
don't know much.
Well, you learn with the radio, John.
That's right.
You learn with the radio. Okay.
Learning.
Carrots were originally several colors. Carrots. And the most common one was purple. Did you know that?
No.
Yep. But Dutch farmers in the 16th century bred red and yellow carrots to make orange ones. And since it was their royal color, and those became the standard. Amazing, huh?
It is.
And because
especially when you hate carrots like I do.
Well, but you think about it, and we weren't around in the 16th century.
No, that is weird.
But
how did they figure out how to breed? How do you get two carrots to breed?
Well, you don't breed them, you grow them.
Oh, but how do you get them to mix together? Yeah, how do you crossbreed them?
Well, you when you put the seeds in, and
did they put them out on a Friday night or?
What would putting them out on a Friday night?
Because it's wild and freaky on a Friday night, and the carrots.
I don't know.
No, probably gave them a little Jackal Daniels. They were
see.
Woo! Two carrots are out in the field going, woo!
No.
And that's how we got orange carrots.
No. Well, maybe, you know what? And there may be some credence to that because maybe, a couple of, our Dutch ancestors were sitting around in the 16th century and they say, hey, Lars, I wonder what would happen. If we poured a little Jack Daniels on there.
Yeah, on a Friday night.
And mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, put them out.
Yeah. Because what they did, they mixed the red and the yellow carrots together. And that's how they got the orange. And so that stuck.
It's still
because that was a royal color of the Dutch
orange.
Hierarchy.
That's still on my bucket list.
What?
Amsterdam.
Yeah, but you want to go for all the wrong reasons.
No.
Yeah, you want to go
I want to see the...
What? What? Yeah, I know what you want to see. Let me try that one over there. Yeah, I know. I know exactly why you want to go.
I want to see the wooden shoes. Oh. Did I have wooden shoes? I don't know.
The big 1400, WJZM radio. Chuck and John, and he's just off his rocker. Help him, y'all.
What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, got to go round. Talking about your troubles, it's a crying sin. Ride a painted pony, let the spinning wheel spin. You got no money and you got no home. Spinning wheel all alone. Talking about your spinning wheels fly.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, where we've got UT football on the radio tomorrow, September 23rd. The Volunteers will welcome the University of Massachusetts Minutemen to Neyland Stadium. Kickoff at 11 a.m. All the action with Bob Kessling right here on the Big 1400. Go Vols! Beat UT. And, of course, Vanderbilt would be taking on Alabama.
Number one.
Yeah,
Alabama.
that'll be a good
It's
game.
the SEC game of the week.
It is on CBS?
Yes, sir. Tomorrow afternoon, you can watch it.
So we've been talking about Halloween and the most popular Halloween costumes this year. Well, people are still searching for ideas for their Halloween costumes. You know, it's that has grown. We talked about how, exponentially it's grown, this thing with Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
People, they're searching for the right costume.
Is the big pumpkin up yet?
Yes,
It
it's
is?
been up.
Oh,
Yeah.
has it?
Yeah, it's been up.
Since July the
Robert
4th?
Mall, yeah. Well, it's not really a pumpkin because it's white. I don't know
What
why
happened
they
to the
don't paint
orange
it.
one?
Well, it's the orange one faded to white.
Well, they need to buy a new one.
But they have white pumpkins, so but the orange is traditional. You think of orange?
you would think it would be orange.
Or just like carrots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pumpkin. I don't want to see a red pumpkin.
I don't want to see a purple one either. But a website called List Analyze Pinterest searches to figure out the hottest costumes for this year, at least for women. Now, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Number one.
Number one.
Okay. Go ahead.
What is it?
Pennywise the Clown.
No.
From It.
I was
Number
playing,
one.
I was playing stupid. I knew that would be it.
Yeah. Number two, the Stranger Things characters. I'm not familiar. Are you?
It's a Netflix show.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Monsters?
It's got kids in it. It's not bad.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Giraffes. Well, not really. For whatever reason, searches for giraffes makeup costumes and are up 1,200% from this time last year. So I don't know if people thinking they want to go as a giraffe.
As a giraffe.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is number 5. Game of Thrones characters are number 6. Baywatch babes, number 7. That's odd, isn't
That's
it?
weird.
Yeah, that's odd.
How would you be a Baywatch?
I don't know. Hippies, unicorns, and number 10 are mermaids. So,
Mermaid.
there you are, top 10. But you might want to
Pennywise.
step out of the envelope and be somebody else. You might want to, I don't know, maybe you want to look like Gary Baker or something.
Do you have as many trick-or-treaters
No,
in your neighborhood?
We do not.
I just wondered because it's really slimmed
We do
down
not.
the last 2 or 3 years over in my neighborhood.
Yeah, not a lot.
I mean, I
we
think
don't have a lot
last
of-
year or the year before, well, I've been usually gone on Friday night when Halloween was a couple of times.
He means
but-
literally gone, not
out of town.
not sprawled out in the couch in the middle of the floor with Roxy running around.
At the door. No.
He got his boots off, so he got that.
Yeah, I didn't have my boots on, but
Yeah.
the trick-or-treaters have really dwindled.
Yeah.
I don't even see them out.
Yeah, not a lot come by our double wide, but I still get lots of candy anyway.
Do you?
You know why?
Because you eat it?
That's right. So it'd be left over.
Yeah,
I think we need to get some of those. They like Milky Ways,
Oh, it's
And,
Snickers?
Snickers, yeah.
See, I like Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
Give
Yeah.
me them little Kit Kats.
You can get some of those. I was reading an article. Mars candy bars are coming back.
Mars bars?
Yeah. They were talking about the Mars candy, the original Mars candy bars coming back.
All right.
I mean, everything that was old is now good again. And this area of nostalgia is so strong that any brand of anything that used to be had a shred of popularity is getting resurrected. And Mars is bringing the Mars bars back to America. It's been gone for 15 years. They discontinued it 15 years ago, but they're using the original recipe from 1932, and they're selling for $3 a bar. Yeah.
$3? Boy, they really can't.
Well, you think about it, and how much does a Snickers bar usually?
Probably $2.
Yeah, it's $1 something at least. But you can, get through to one of Mars' subsidiaries called Ethel M Chocolates by going to ethelm.com.
Yeah, I went searching for a Jolt Cola the other day, but I didn't find one.
You didn't?
No.
That's probably good.
All they had was
Mountain Dew?
Daddy sodas in the cooler. No.
Brewski.
No, I didn't see any Jolt.
Yeah, I know all they had was beer.
Yeah, Daddy sodas.
I got something I want to share with you later on.
Okay.
The top beers that make you burp.
Oh, I thought they all did.
Well, but some
have more carbonation than others.
Some have more hops in it, and
So you
more
mean-
additives that make you, excuse me, yeah, really bring one on.
Yeah.
We need to take a break.
do.
This is the Big 1400 WJZM Radio.
Moore's Office Supply is Clarksville's office supply and furniture experts. For office equipment, desks, chairs, and more, depend on Moore's Office Supply. Located on Franklin Street across from the Catholic Church, Moore's has been your business partner for office supplies in the Clarksville, Fort Campbell area for years. Call Moore's at 645-7200. That's 645-7200. And we'll deliver it for free. Moore's Office Supplies, Clarksville's office supply headquarters.
Warren's Apothecary is much more than just a pharmacy. From prescriptions to home medical equipment, these folks have been taking care of families since 1960. They will take care of your prescriptions. They have certified fitters for mastectomy supplies. Warren's Apothecary has hospital equipment for sale or rent, and much more. Most insurances are accepted, and they have free delivery. Give them a call to find out more. 931-647-6791. Warren's Apothecary is located at 1647 Memorial Drive in Clarksville. Call 931-647-6791.
There's finally a stress-free, no-risk way to buy a new mattress thanks to Beds Express. With their Triple Z guarantee, there's literally no way you can go wrong. Don't waste another night tossing and turning on your old, worn-out bed. Dive into affordable comfort at Beds Express in Clarksville at 1767 Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, Bellevue at 7643 Highway 70 South, and in Murfreesboro at 2222 Medical Center Parkway. Beds Express, Middle Tennessee's better sleep solution.
Cheesecake. It's one of those all-time favorite desserts. And the best you've ever had is waiting in the case at Coffee Breakin' Cheesecake. They make everything from scratch, right down to whipping their own butter. And they're creating delicious flavors like white chocolate with cookie crust, Reese's Pieces, Oreo mint, and s'mores. Come hungry because they sell not slivers or bites, but huge chunks of deliciousness. Coffee Breakin' Cheesecake at 1191 Fort Campbell Boulevard, Suite F, just past Dover Crossing.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
Why settle for less when you can get more at Wyatt Johnson in Clarksville, your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. Score and win with Wyatt Johnson GMC Buick, Toyota, Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru, as well as 3 pre-owned superstores for more selection in minutes versus days, shopping place to place. We are the region's largest GMC Buick dealer, the area's newest Toyota dealer, and home of the Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru giant. You always get more at your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. The Wyatt Johnson Automotive Family in Clarksville.
For real estate services, Byers & Harvey can do it all. Real estate sales, rentals, property management, commercial and residential development. Byers & Harvey is Clarksville's oldest independent real estate company and has given continuous service since 1878. Byers & Harvey have 3 locations to serve you: in North Clarksville, in the heart of downtown, and at Sango. For more information and listings, visit them online at byersandharvey.com. byersandharvey.com. Byers & Harvey, Clarksville's real estate company.
Looking for a new golf experience? Tired of playing
the same old courses? Try Clarksville's newest golf course, the River Club Golf and Learning Center, located along the Red River. The picturesque River Club offers some of the area's best golf, putting greens, and driving ranges. And while you're there, stop by and have lunch in the clubhouse or enjoy some live music in the evenings. It's open to the public and waiting for you. The River Club Golf and Learning Center, Clarksville's premier golf experience. Call the River Club of Clarksville today for more information. 931-919-3200. The River Club of Clarksville.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, 68 degrees right now in downtown Clarksville. Expect a high today around 90, 68 for an overnight low. Slight chance of maybe a pop-up shower this afternoon. Saturday looking good once again, near 90 for an expected high. So the heat's going to be with us throughout the weekend, as highs will be right around 90 degrees with that ever-present chance of a pop-up shower. Right now we're at 68 degrees. Thinking about the movies this weekend? Well, a couple of movies that are coming out, opening up. Kingsman, The Golden Circle. This is a sequel to the first movie, The Kingsman, and I can't remember what it was called. Do you remember?
No.
But it was called The Kingsman something else. But anyway, this is a sequel to that. There's a drug dealer, and played by Julianne Moore. She is the one that leads the cartel that attacks the British Kingsmen. So what do? They join in forces with their American allies, who are called the Statesmen. In tracking down the person responsible. Jeff Bridges leads the American spies. His agents include Channing Tatum and Halle Berry.
Oh, I might have to watch that one. Oh.
She's not Halle. Yeah, leave Halle alone.
Oh,
leave Halle alone. Friend Request is a horror movie. That's rated R. The Lego Ninjago movie, an animated flick based on the Lego set and its 2011 TV series. I don't know if I want to see that.
Legos versus the Emojis is coming out too. Have you seen that one? The previews for that
Really?
one? Yeah, it's a battle.
I might miss that one, unfortunately.
Guess who would win?
Stronger.
Legos.
You'll go see it? I love Legos.
Legos will win over the Emojis.
Legos always win.
That's right.
Legos. Stronger is a Jake Gyllenhaal. He plays Jeff Bauman, the guy who inspired the country with his determination to recover from losing both of his legs in the Boston Marathon bombing. So that might be pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But it's interesting because you see these people on all the talk shows and you wonder, well, what's going on? And then, either they got a book or a movie coming out.
Yeah, I saw Jake is making the rounds on all the
I saw
talk
Jeff
shows.
Bridges, and I was like, okay, what is Jeff Bridges in? And it is.
Yeah.
He's
It's a
in The
movie.
Kingsman, coming out, The Golden Circle. Still, I want to see American Assassin, I
That
think.
should be good.
Yeah. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, Chuck and John. It is Friday with Jennifer Warrens.
Sun goes down on a silky day. Quarter moon walking through the Milky Way. Oh, you and me, baby. We could think of something to do. It's the right time of the night. The stars are waking above. It's the right
1400 WJZM Radio, where we've got Clarksville High School football with Taylor Stokes and Howard Spurgeon on our sister station this evening, 105.1, The Wolf. Big Brother? Is that right? Is it Big Brother? Oh, The Wolf. The Wolf. Yeah, they take on, Clarksville High takes on Dyer County. It's homecoming. So they'll be welcoming, I don't know the class of what. I forgot what class they're welcoming. They're honoring at this week's game, but it is homecoming.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And airtime 6:30, kickoff at 7 on 105.1, The Wolf, Tennessee's country legend. So I told you that top 10 beers that make you burp the most.
Okay.
Now, this is useful. What I'm going to tell you is useful for two types of people. The kind of people who like beer but don't want to feel bloated, and the type who take pride in their burping prowess. You know, a lot of people, they really let out, they really want to let out one.
Yeah.
Now, scientists tested 31 different beers to see which ones make you burp the most.
All right.
They measured how much CO2 each one has. The more CO2, the more you burp. And the burpiest beer is number one. Top 10. The burpiest beer is Budweiser.
Oh.
Number 2, there's a tie between Stella and
Stella Artois.
And Coors Light.
Stella.
Number 3, Corona. Number 4 is Bud Light. Number 5 is Heineken.
Yes.
Number 6 is Pilsner Urquell. Foster's is number 7. Yes. Sam Adams is number 8. Beck's is number 9. And Cronenberg is number 10. They're still amigos. Where is it? Where is
what?
The Secchi. Where is it?
It didn't make it. It did not make it.
Oh.
The mystery man, the leading man of mystery has gone away.
Yeah, it's a mystery beer.
It is.
It doesn't make you burp. It doesn't have a lot of CO2.
I don't think it does has a lot of fizz. I can't remember.
Anyway.
Because usually when you pour it and you get a big head on it, you can tell. But if you pour it to the side, you don't get that head.
Well, you're giving out some trade secrets because of all those years you worked at night.
Yes, sir.
At the club.
Yes, sir.
He did.
I did learn how to pour beer without getting 3 inches of foam on the top of it.
Well, if you just get it in a can, you don't have to worry about it. You drink it out of the can.
No, but if you get draft, people want that mug full of beer, not half full of suds and
I get confused. I am not the only time I've ever had a beer, only time I have beer is with pizza. That's the only time I drink. I'm not I know some people drink beer all the time. So I'm not a connoisseur of beer. I don't really have a taste for beer and all these craft beers, these special, it's just amazing how it's grown so big. Yeah.
I like the Barnstormer Red.
Okay, whatever. Time now for Vol Network Notebook with Bob Kessling on the Big 1400.
It's on to UMass. This is the Vol Network Notebook, brought to you by your local Farmers Co-op. Co-op. Farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee takes on UMass Saturday at Neyland Stadium, the first ever meeting between the two schools in football. The Vols coming off that tough loss at Florida. UMass comes into the game 0-4. Coach Butch Jones said the team should have learned something from the Florida experience.
Sometimes there's situations like this that you suffer the adversities of a long football season. It can also galvanize you. It can bring you closer together as a football team. And again, we have to get back to work, and UMass is not going to feel sorry for ourselves. Nobody's going to feel sorry for us. So again, we have to get back and we have to go to work, and that's part of being a mature football team.
Tennessee quarterback Quentin Dormady threw 3 interceptions in the game against the Gators. Coach Jones says he hopes Dormady also learned something.
Where Quentin has to continue to improve on is he can't compile a mistake and a missed assignment or a mental error and then compile it of trying to make up for that missed assignment. And that comes with growth and maturation. So again, the quarterback is a byproduct of everyone around him.
One strong strong point in the Tennessee attack continues to be tailback John Kelly, who leads the SEC in rushing and is second in the conference in pass receiving. On football Saturdays at Neyland Stadium, there are long-standing traditions that make for an unforgettable experience. There's the Vol Walk, the Power Tee, and singing along with over 100,000 diehard fans as the band plays Rocky Top after a Tennessee touchdown. At your local farmer-owned co-op, they understand the importance and impact of these traditions because for over 70 years, they've had a few of their own, like friendly service, top-notch products, and trusted advice. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee and UMass kick off at noon Saturday in Neyland Stadium. There are good seats available for the game. Vol Network coverage starts at 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 Central Saturday morning. Reporting for the Vol Network, I'm Bob Kessler.
Copies in a Flash is your one-stop copy design and print supercenter. Are you looking for wedding invitations, anniversary, or graduation announcements? You can find any kind of announcements you need. Copies in a Flash can provide it in a flash. At Copies in a Flash, business cards are their specialty. Your local Copies in a Flash can handle it all in a flash. Anything to do with printing, see Copies in a Flash at 1841 Business Park Drive in Clarksville. Copies in a Flash offers free delivery. Visit Copies in a Flash and see all their offerings at copiesinaflash.com. Copies in a Flash is proud to support our community and say, go Big Orange.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, where Bob Kessling and the Vol Network Notebook come your way each day, Monday through Friday at 7:50 on the Big 1400. You know, Kevin Hart's been in the news a lot lately.
He has.
And some of it's for all the wrong reasons. Well, you know, it was announced that he and his wife, Iniko, who is pregnant, they're going ahead with their Lion King themed baby shower. They're having a baby shower. And it's the Lion King is the theme. Do you know how much it's cost?
What, for the whole party? Mm-hmm. And this is Kevin Hart, right? It's not in the, is it big figures or middle or like, are we talking?
It's more than you and I would ever have for a baby.
$2 million.
No.
500,000.
No, 118,000.
Oh.
For a baby shower.
I blew that one.
No, that's okay.
You know, because Jerry Jones had that party that cost what? Was it $6 million or $20 million or?
Who knows?
But you know, when you got that kind of money, you can do what you want.
Discretionary income is what they call
it. That's right.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio with the Easy Beats.
Everybody seems to nag me. Coming Tuesday, I feel better. Even my own man looks good. Wednesday just don't go. Thursday goes too slow. I'll have Friday on my mind. Gonna have fun in the city.
big 1400 WJZM radio, 69 degrees in downtown Clarksville. We'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WJZM radio, Clarksville, Tennessee.
With SRN News, I'm Mal Agnew in Washington. Rescue operations have stretched into a fourth day following a deadly 7.1 magnitude earthquake in Mexico this week. The foreign minister, Luis Videgaray-Caso, says the people of his country appreciate the assistance they're getting from a number of other countries, including our own.
This is an extremely difficult time for Mexico. This is a tragedy. We are all in grief, but we're also extremely grateful for the support and help and prompt reaction, quick reaction by the international community.
And the death toll now stands at 273. Meanwhile, reaction continues after the latest hurricanes.
The White House says President Donald Trump has spoken to the governors of Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Yesterday, Trump said that Puerto Rico was, in his words, absolutely obliterated, and the Virgin Islands were flattened by the hurricanes Irma and Maria. The entire island of Puerto Rico was left without power after Maria knocked out its already weakened electrical grid. Trump says FEMA and other emergency responders are helping both of the U.S. territories and that the recovery process is underway. He also says he will visit Puerto Rico. Shirley Smith, Washington.
Correspondent Mike Rancia says with little margin for error, Senate Republicans are hoping extra perks sway votes in favor of their new health care bill.
GOP leadership hopes to push the bill through the Senate next week. As was the case in the earlier GOP attempts this year to erase Obamacare, Republicans can only afford to lose 2 of their 52 members in the Senate for the bill to become law.
As correspondent Mike Rancia, Facebook says it's taking steps to make sure its platform is not abused. The social media portal says it will provide a congressional panel the contents of 3,000 ads purchased by a Russian agency last year. It's part of the ongoing Democrat Party narrative that blames Russian interference, in part for Hillary Clinton's loss in last year's election, alleging that Russian meddling influenced the voters. This is SRN News.
Commercial loans, Heritage Bank. Those are the only 4 words you need to know to make your commercial project a reality. Whether it's a new building for your business or a new business altogether, the commercial lenders at Heritage Bank can make things happen so you can make your business a success. Call or stop by your local Heritage Bank office today. At Heritage Bank, we're open for business. Your business.
NMLS number 431499. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Bankwithheritage.com.
The big 1400 WJZM radio, Clarksville area weather. Well, mostly sunny today and warm. 90 for a high today, 68 for an overnight low. There is that slight chance of maybe a pop-up shower. Tomorrow, partly sunny, 90 once again for a high. Expect an overnight low of 67. And Sunday, near 90 for a high, 65 for an overnight low. And that continues through Monday, near 90 for an expected high, 65 for an overnight low. Currently, we're at 69 degrees in downtown Clarksville. With a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Traffic around the city and the county, not bad for a Friday morning. Looks like 48 and 13 coming into the city from the county right now does have a couple of slow spots as you head this way. Looks like 41A Fort Campbell just slow in a couple of spots right now. Not too bad. 79 St. Bethlehem slow in a couple of areas. Looks like Trenton Road out by the interstate, Tylertown Road slow. 41A Sango is slow in a couple of spots. And 76 Connector, the MLK Parkway, looks good right at the moment. Not much traffic there. And also Madison Street busy in a couple of spots. Now, if you are headed to Nashville this morning to go to work or to play, well, let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the Nashville traffic.
Good morning. It's heavy out here where you would expect now on 40 westbound here, trying to get down past Spence Lane here, coming through Donaldson. Fog still a factor out here in some areas. There's just been a wreck there with injuries at Wedgwood at I-65 and heavy now on 40 as you come up through Kingston Springs out of Dixon. Performance Studios at 523 Thompson Lane has the largest selection of Halloween costumes. Go by and pick yours out this weekend at Performance Studios. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
That's been a look at your traffic and weather together and the latest national news brought to you by Heritage Bank. It is 8:05 and it's time for hour number 2 of Good Morning Clarksville. Good morning, Chuck Edwards, once again.
Good morning, John Michaels. I guess we need to go to Nashville if we want to play.
That's right.
Is that right?
That's right.
That's the only way to go.
Man,
go to Nashville. Go to play. It is Friday. We want to play, y'all. Wee! We want to play.
Sure got a perfect. Oh.
Yes, the Big 1400 WJZM Radio, where we come to play each and every day, especially on Friday. Wee!
I'm taking care of business. Woman, can't you see? I gotta make it for you, and I gotta make it for me. Oh, sometimes it seems, girl, I'm neglecting you. Oh, I love to spend more time. I got so many things to do. Oh, I got work to do. I got work, baby. I got a job, baby. I got work to do. Said I got work to do. Well, I'm out here trying to make it. Woman, can't you see? Oh, it takes a lot of money to make it. Let's talk truthfully. Keep your love lights burning and a little food hot in my plate. You might as well get used to me coming home a little late. Oh, I got work to do. I got a job, babe. I got work to do. I got work to do. I got work to do. I'm taking care of business. Woman, can't you see? I gotta make it for you. Gotta make it for me. Don't wanna make you feel I'm neglecting you. Let us spend more time. Oh, but I got so many things to do. Oh, I got work to do. I got work, babe. I got a job, babe. I got work to do. Everybody's got work to do. Oh, so much work, babe. Oh, I got work. Oh, so much work, babe. I got work to do. I got work. I got work, babe.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, and this is the second hour of the Good Morning Clarksville show, Friday, the 22nd day of September. And since we have your attention, we can go ahead and make the announcement.
What?
Today is the first day of fall.
It is.
I think 3:20 this afternoon is the official time.
I'm going to
of
go
fall.
stand outside at
Yeah.
3:20
And
see if it
we
feels
know
like
that
fall.
my compadre, John Michaels, he has this thing about fall because he doesn't necessarily like daylight savings time.
No. You can either leave it or take it away.
He doesn't want to change. He doesn't want to fall back. So anyway, and there are other reasons why John Michaels hates the fall. And I will
And
share
you know
them
what
with
the
you.
biggest one is?
I will share them with you.
Okay.
I will
Hurry up.
share them with you. These are top reasons that John Michaels hates fall.
Okay.
It's harder to tell which spider webs are real and which ones are fake. Everybody's getting ready for Halloween. These are top reasons that John Michaels hates fall.
Okay.
His spouse likes to cuddle when it's cold. Ew.
His what?
Your spouse.
Oh. Yeah.
John's a Democrat and everything turns the color of Trump.
What?
You're a Democrat and everything turns the color of Trump.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why you hate fall.
Oh.
Every time you leave the house, you worry you'll be hit by a stray bullet fired from Ted Nugent's rifle. Because you know he comes out in his camos, you know. You're frustrated because you can't find pumpkin spice roofies. That's why you hate fall.
I know. I hate pumpkin
You
spice.
have to say goodbye to your landscaper and wonder if it's for the last time.
Will you ever be back?
Top reasons that John Michaels hates fall. Graffiti artists in Clarksville switch from colorful pastels to depressing earth tones.
Gray and dark. That's winter.
Here we go.
Okay.
Top reasons that John Michaels hates fall. It's almost time to be disappointed with what? Another Star Wars movie.
Oh, no. It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good. I know it. I feel it.
John hates fall because he prefers his latte to be acorn spiced.
I'll take that over.
Yep.
Over pumpkin.
Your local state fair has never quite enough. They don't have quite enough giant pumpkins, deep fried foods, or clinically obese patrons for your taste.
She's going to ride that
Ain't
Ferris
nothing
wheel.
like carny food. Ain't nothing like carny food.
Yeah, give me
you
that
know?
fried Snickers.
And
Twinkie.
We're talking top reasons that John Michaels hates fall. He heard that Kim Kardashian says that she loves fall.
Yeah, that would make
So
me
he
hate
hates
fall.
it. Yeah.
You know what? One of the main reasons I hate fall?
I give.
You know what comes after fall?
Easter.
Well, you just skipped over a whole winter. Winter,
Yeah.
yes. I really don't like winter.
You don't?
No.
You don't like the prospect of snow and ice?
Brown grass, gray skies, dreary rain. Yuck. I'll have to
Hot chocolate.
I'll just give me some whiskey and that'll help get me through.
You don't need no whiskey.
That'll help me make it.
No, it won't.
Yes,
no,
it will.
no, it won't.
Come on.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio.
That's all I ever get from you. Tears, tears. I shed a million tears for you. Tears, tears. And now you're loving someone new. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know when just now. Lies, lies, breaking my heart. You think that you're such a smart girl, and I'll believe what you say. But who do you think you are, girl, to lead me on this way? Hey, lies, lies. I can't believe a word you say. Lies, lies are gonna make you sad someday. Someday you're gonna be lonely, but you won't hand me around. Lies, lies, breaking my heart. Someday I'm gonna be happy, but I don't know when just now. Lies, lies, breaking my heart. You think that you're such a smart girl, and I'll believe what you say. But who do you think you are, girl, to lead me on this way? Hey, lies, lies, I can't believe a word you say. Lies, lies are gonna make you sad someday. Someday you're gonna be lonely, but you won't hand me around. Lies, lies, breaking my heart.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. We're just ahead of a Sports Now update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Mr. Appliance on the Big 1400. Clarksville area weather, mostly sunny, near 90 for a high today, 68 for an overnight low, and tomorrow, much more the same, near 90. Currently, we're at 69 degrees in downtown Clarksville.
The sooner you give, the sooner you get to have a love of your own.
1400 WJZM Radio, where we've got the University of Tennessee football this Saturday, September 23rd. The Volunteers take on the University of Massachusetts Minutemen.
The Minutemen.
Kickoff at 11 o'clock. All the action, UT football, right here on the Big 1400 with Bob Kessling. Looking forward to that tomorrow.
Bob?
Yeah, you said it's the CBS game on TV?
No, Vanderbilt in Alabama.
Vanderbilt, Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
UMass.
Yeah, okay.
They went,
well, we got it. We got it anyway. So
we have it
You
here.
can listen to it.
That's right.
So I wanted to share with you, we know everything is spice latte or
Yeah,
whatever.
have you been
Anyway.
perusing through the papers again?
Yes.
No.
Starbucks is more or less responsible for turning pumpkin spice lattes, pumpkin spice, whatever, into the monster it is today. I mean, everything
It
from
is a
fragrances to, food to cakes to, anyway. And so now that everybody's doing it.
Not everybody.
Well, a lot of people are.
A lot of
You know,
people,
and,
but
and
not
they blame
everybody.
Yeah, well, you don't. We know that you're not.
I made my
but
point clear, I believe.
Starbucks, it looks like they're evolving.
They are?
Yeah.
Into what?
They're introducing a brand new flavor, maple pecan latte today. Now, they say it's a mix of, quote, espresso and steamed milk combined with notes of maple syrup and pecan and finished with a colorful autumn topping. Don't that make it sound good?
That does. Sound like I need some bacon with it.
Notes.
Can I get some bacon floating around in it?
Yeah, give me a bacon sandwich, too.
No,
while
just
I'm
put
having
some bacon in it.
Yeah.
Floating around.
I don't want to waste a good piece of bacon. I don't want to. John, you understand? You don't want to waste a perfectly good piece of thick sliced bacon floating around in a maple pecan latte. I don't care how many notes of maple syrup and pecan it has.
Okay.
Now it's only
Put
available.
a sausage link in it then. Have it floating.
No, put a patty. Put a patty in there. Leave them links alone now. It's only going to be available for a limited time, but the maple pecan latte, if it gets anywhere close in popularity to the pumpkin spice latte, well, you know what will happen with that? It'll just be everywhere, especially this time of the year. So there you have. Starbucks is introducing. But, that does sound a little better.
I can tolerate that.
Yeah, the maple pecan latte at your friendly Starbucks.
But
Starbucks
I'm
today.
plain and simple on my coffee. No cream.
I know,
no
you
sugar.
just yeah.
Straight right out of the
You want
pot.
that jolt.
That's right.
You want that jolt. You want that nick. You want that kick.
I don't need no cream, no sugar, no nothing.
No, you just want it straight.
That's right.
See, I have to take mine and I have to, homogenize it.
Yeah, you have a little coffee with your cream and sugar. I know.
I do. And
That's why I
unfortunately,
bought you that hazelnut.
Yeah, John brought me some
hazelnut
hazelnut. And now I'm going to
Put
have
it
to
in next week.
I'm going to go out to Starbucks and I'm going to have to try the maple pecan latte. I don't, when I go to Starbucks, I usually go with my wife and daughter or family. And
what do y'all have?
They get mocha, double shots. So they be calling off stuff. And I say, cream and sugar. A regular with cream and sugar.
Sounds like somebody's getting an operation when they go out there.
Yeah, they do. They know all of these.
I need scattered, smothered, and covered, and carried on.
And I want a double shot blackout with that. My daughter, she likes it strong.
She does?
Yeah, usually.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Why?
Stronger the better. That's what it's made for. Strong.
Oh, time now for
bloodstream into action. Make that heart go.
Get it going.
That's right.
Pump it up.
That's right. Get mine going every morning.
That's right. Because we partying. Right.
That's right. It's Friday.
Friday.
I'm gonna go watch some carrots.
You go watch some carrots change colors.
I'm gonna plant them and watch. By midnight.
Yeah, he probably will be seeing colors by midnight.
Play some AWB for him. And
yeah. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Time now for a Sports Now update with Justin Swallows. Brought to you by Mr. Appliance on the Big 1400.
This Sports Now update is presented by Mr. Appliance. Get it fixed fast with a quick call to Mr. Appliance at 931-503-7070.
University of Tennessee football legend and future NFL Hall of Famer Peyton Manning is taking his talents to the silver screen. The former UT quarterback, according to Fox 59 in Indianapolis, has signed on as a voice actor for the upcoming animated film Ferdinand. The movie is an adaptation of the popular children's book chronicling the story of Ferdinand the Bull, who prefers sniffing flowers to squaring off against matadors. The film debuts in theaters December the 15th, and it will not be Manning's first foray into acting. He guest hosted Saturday Night Live back in 2007, and just last year, he made a cameo appearance on ABC's Modern Family. Now we take you over to Austin Peay State University as head football coach Will Healy made a surprising announcement yesterday. APSU football has agreed to forego their scheduled bye week on October 28th to travel south to Orlando for a game against Central Florida. The UCF Knights were forced to cancel a home game earlier this month versus Georgia Tech due to Hurricane Irma. Austin Peay had to be granted a special waiver by the NCAA in order to add that 12th game to their 2017 schedule. And on to the soccer tilt, where the Clarksville Academy Lady Cougars blanked region foe Nashville Christian 5-0 last night. The win put CA at 3-2 in Division 2A's West Region. Presley Sykes was the top contributor in the triumph, scoring 3 goals and also adding an assist. Lastly today, do not forget we've got high school football tonight here on the Big 1400. Clarksville Academy is in Kentucky to take on Fulton City, and we'll have the call starting with pregame coverage at 6:45. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Don't despair over that busted stove, broken dishwasher, or out-of-order dryer. Just pick up the phone and call Mr. Appliance. He offers flat-rate pricing, meaning there aren't any hidden fees, and he promises an always quick response with same or next-day appointments. Mr. Appliance also gives you a complimentary 1-year parts and labor warranty on every household repair. You can book an appointment anytime by calling 931-503-7070 or by going online to MrAppliance.com/Clarksville.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Don't forget, the Sports Now update comes your way this afternoon, 3:20 and 6:20 on the Big 1400, brought to you by Power and Grace Preparatory Academy and Coffee Break and Cheesecake with Justin Swallows on the Big 1400. Okay, you know that Pluto, the X-planet, is near and dear to my heart.
Yes, it is.
You know, I have a special place.
I know.
I was
You'd like to see
reading.
them bring it back.
Now, yeah, I would like to. I think we need to start a petition.
We do.
Yeah. Daylight, you can have daylight savings time.
Okay,
and I can have
Pluto back.
Let's make Pluto relevant again. Instead of a number, let's make
Instead of Uranus or
let's make it Venus and all this. Well, you know, it takes 248 years for Pluto to orbit the sun.
That's a wow.
248 years. That means that between the time that Pluto was discovered in 1930, it was named a planet, and then it was eventually declassified and demoted to a dwarf planet in 2006.
A dwarf?
Yeah. It didn't even make it halfway through one orbit that we know of.
No respect.
No respect for Pluto.
No.
I don't care if it didn't make it through a full orbit. It's still
there.
Yeah.
They make it sound like it disappeared.
Yeah. It's
Well,
a
it didn't make
dwarf
it through a
planet.
full orbit.
What are you gonna bring up? You know, Star Trek 6 or something? You know, I mean, come on. That's Death Star. What? They be bringing something in to take Pluto's place? Call it a dwarf planet.
A dwarf.
Yeah. You know, that's bogus.
It is.
Yeah. You know, I like Pluto.
You do.
And even though it only made it halfway through one orbit, I won't be around to see it finish.
I won't as well.
And you won't either. I just wanted to let you know that we'll both be on our way.
All right.
You know. But
well, we'll get to see something.
What? When?
Well, we'll see the planet at least move. Won't we? We won't even get to see it move?
Probably not. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, Aretha Franklin.
Just a little bit.
big 1400 WJZM radio, where we've got high school football this evening on the radio. Justin Swallows will be on the call as the Clarksville Academy travel to Fulton City, Kentucky. Airtime 6:45, kickoff around 7 o'clock on the big 1400 with all the high school action. So you think that you want to join a gym. You know, a lot of people join gyms, and I think that there's a benefit to joining gyms. But
yes,
some of the most
not
common
beneficial to my health, though.
Yeah. Some of the most common lies that your gym tells you when you're signing up, you know, to get you to sign up.
Yeah.
You know, first of all, why do you keep putting these notes on your hat? They can't read it, can
Yes,
they?
they can.
What does it say?
Respect the P.
Yes. Let's go P. Beat Murray.
That's right.
Some of the common lies, there's no commitment. Most gym memberships are legal contracts, and even if you can get out of them, it might cost you. So when you're signing up, look specifically for the contract's cancellation policies. Get a copy of it. Keep it for your records. Number 2, cancel anytime. These are just some of the lies that, you know, the gyms will tell you just to get you to sign up. Gyms make it easy to sign up, but it can be way more difficult to cancel. Low monthly fee. Now, this one could be true, but gyms with a low monthly fee are generally based on a long commitment, like a year or more. Month-to-month rates are usually higher. Bigger is better. The big gym chains advertise like crazy, but smaller gyms are becoming more popular, and those smaller places may offer things that the big chains can't, like more personalized training, small workout groups, and better communication with management. No extra fees. Administration or initiation fees often aren't mentioned in ads and promos, and these fees tend to be pure profit, so you might be able to get them waived if you ask while signing up. Just a couple of things.
Wonder what an initiation fee is.
You know, when
is
you
that like
sign
you
up
go in
initially.
and they haze?
No, they don't haze you. They don't haze you.
It's time for your initiation, boy. Come here.
Initiation fee is when you first join, and you know you have to go through the process.
They initiate you.
No, they don't.
$25.
They pay. They charge you. They
charge you to initiate you.
No, they charge you an initiation when you initial fee. Okay, first fee. Mm-hmm. But you find more. You know, there's so many gyms around. You know, and there are a number of small gyms.
We have several real nice ones.
Yeah. How do you know? You've never been inside any of them.
I just know we do. I know people.
Yeah.
That go.
You know people that know people, right?
I drive by and look and say,
okay. And looking at.
I've got a good elbow.
Which is what? What's that for? That's for that Jack Daniels.
That's right.
That's for that. They don't exercise with Jack Daniels.
But I do. That's why I have the strongest elbow in town.
I know you do, John. I know you
strong.
Do. Get an old whiskey.
That's right.
Yeah. We need to take a break. This is the Big 1400, WJZM Radio.
Why settle for less when you can get more at Wyatt Johnson in Clarksville, your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. Score and win with Wyatt Johnson GMC Buick, Toyota, Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru, as well as 3 pre-owned superstores for more selection in minutes versus days, shopping place to place. We are the region's largest GMC Buick dealer, the area's newest Toyota dealer, and home of the Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru giant. You always get more at your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. The Wyatt Johnson Automotive Family in Clarksville.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
We've got you covered every step of the way. That's what they do at Clarksville Floor Covering. Carpet, hardwood, tile, laminate, vinyl, and area rugs are what they specialize in. Visit Clarksville Floor Covering and let their on-staff interior designer put it all together to give you the look you want. Locally owned and operated since 1961, Clarksville Floor Covering is conveniently located at 606 North Spring Street, behind Sonic off Riverside Drive. Visit their website at clarksvillefloor-covering.com and be sure to check them out on Facebook.
Let me get a McDixon.
Oh, McDonald's takes the lead and goes big, adding 2 for $5 deals up on the board. What's it going to be? The iconic Big Mac, 10-piece chicken McNuggets, filet of fish, or quarter pounder with cheese? Oh, they're good. They're The fan favorites you love are back on the McPick 2 menu. Choose any two for just $5. Mix and match your McDonald's faves today. At participating McDonald's, limited time offer, single item at regular price.
What's the most refreshing sound of summer? Close, but just listen. Ah, that's the sound of a fruity flavored Fanta orange soda, new at McDonald's for just $1. Okay, keep listening. Hear all your friends in there popping around? Cannonball!
This summer, check fruity flavored ice cold refreshment off your bucket list. Hurry and dive into any size Fanta orange soda, new at Mickey D's for just $1, or get a small McCafe Frappe smoothie or shake for just $2. A la carte only. Limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or any combo meal. Fanta is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola.
Moore's Office Supply is Clarksville's office supply and furniture experts. For office equipment, desks, chairs, and more, depend on Moore's Office Supply. Located on Franklin Street across from the Catholic Church, Moore's has been your business partner for office supplies in the Clarksville, Fort Campbell area for years. Call Moore's at 645-7200. That's 645-7200. And we'll deliver it for free. Moore's Office Supplies, Clarksville's office supply headquarters.
There's finally a stress-free, no-risk way to buy a new mattress thanks to Beds Express. With their Triple Z guarantee, there's literally no way you can go wrong. Don't waste another night tossing and turning on your old, worn-out bed. Dive into affordable comfort at Beds Express in Clarksville at 1767 Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, Bellevue at 7643 Highway 70 South, and in Murfreesboro at 2222 Medical Center Parkway. Beds Express, Middle Tennessee's better sleep solution.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, where we've got the high school football on our sister station, 105.1 The Wolf. Clarksville High School will have homecoming. Dyer County tonight. Airtime 6:30. Kickoff around 7 o'clock. All the pomp and pageantry. Yeah. The Wildcats homecoming with Taylor Stokes and Howard Spurgeon on the Big 1400. On the 105.1 right. The Wolf, our sister station. Tennessee's country legend.
I might have to slip out for a little while tonight. Go catch a little homecoming.
Oh, okay. You could do that.
I think I might.
So we told you about the pumpkin spice latte and the maple pecan latte. We told you about the original Mars bars. We talked about food this morning.
Beer that makes you burp.
Beer that makes you burp. Back in 2015, General Mills announced that they were phasing out artificial colors and flavors from their cereals. And none of their brands was hit harder than Trix. Because we all know that Trix are for kids.
Trix had a rabbit, didn't it? Didn't they have a rabbit?
Who had the leprechaun?
That's Lucky Charms.
Oh, okay.
I think Trix.
Anyway, Trix did. Maybe they did have the rabbit with the big floppy ears.
Yeah.
Anyway, they lost their signature artificial taste. Plus some of the bright colors like the greens and the blues. You know.
Yeah, they lost their artificial taste.
That's right. You know what? People were not particularly happy with it. And let's take note that maybe some of the sales dipped.
Yeah.
And they fell enough for General Mills to pay attention because yesterday they announced that they were bringing back classic Trix.
That's right.
With artificial colors and flavors.
Yes.
And the rabbit.
Yes.
Yes. But since they can't admit that they really messed up, they're saying that they're going to keep selling the version of natural ingredients for, listen to what they said, for consumers who have differing food preferences.
When will these companies ever learn? You know, they always take something that's tried and true, and then they mess with it.
It's kind of like
new Coke, you know. New Coke.
But we want these reboots. We want these.
Not everybody. I like mine to stay the same.
I do too, but they think that they want to improve on and re-improve on the wheel. They want to reinvent the wheel.
And I still think I still think they've changed Cocoa Pebbles. They don't taste the same. Cocoa Pebbles do not taste like they used to.
We need to start a campaign.
I think they've messed with Cocoa Pebbles.
But now you can be happy. Trix are back.
Trix, yeah.
And Trix are for kids.
That's right.
And they got all the bright colors like the greens and the blues. Ooh. And so, you know, you can enjoy that. Don't you think?
I'll be waiting.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm going to try it.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Big 1400 WJZM Radio, 71 degrees. We expect a high today of around 90. Tonight, 68 for an overnight low, so plenty of good football weather in store. Tomorrow, partly sunny, once again hot and humid, near 90 for a high. Sunday, much more the same. And Monday, mostly sunny, chance for that pop-up shower in the afternoon. Expect a high of around 88. So temperature still hot. I think they start to break down into, Wee-Win said that by Wednesday or Thursday, they start getting back 80. To normally where they would be. Right now we're at 71 degrees at the Big 1400 with Chuck and John for the Friday edition of Good Morning Clarksville. If you have an upcoming event that needs some publicity, we'll be more than glad to publicize it on the Big 1400. Just email it to us, all the information at 14JZM at WJZM.com, or you can fax it to us at 931-551-8432. Yep, right?
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Here's Clarence Carter on the Big 1400.
What would I give for just a few moments? What would I give just to have you near? Tell me you will try to slip away somehow. Oh, I need you, darling. I want to see you right now. Can you slip away? Slip away. Slip away. Yeah. Oh, I need you so. Love, oh love, how sweet it is when you're still it, darling. Let me tell you something now. How sweet it is. Now I know it's wrong, the things I ask you to do, but please believe me, darling, I don't mean to hurt you. But could you just slip away without him knowing you gone? Then we could meet somewhere where we're both are not known. And can you slip away? Slip away. Slip away, yeah. I need you so. Oh, can you slip away, baby? I'd like to see you right now, darling. Can you slip away now, baby? 'Cause I got to see you. I feel a deep burning inside.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio with Chuck and John for a Friday. I did not know that Jerry Lewis, who recently passed away, had this long-standing feud with his 6 sons.
Yeah, they don't get along too well.
Yeah, I was reading
Now,
an
his
article.
daughter, he had a daughter. He's
Well,
got a younger daughter, and I think he doted on her pretty well.
And
but
she's adopted.
I think so.
Yeah, but his real daughter,
life
biological
sons,
daughter, he left nothing to his biological daughter or his 6 sons. He left his whole estate to his wife and his adopted daughter.
Gary Lewis will have to keep on playing.
Well, Gary he's gonna rat-a-tat-tat. We might have to do something so he gets some
Maybe
royalty rights.
we'll play a couple of his songs so he can make a nickel.
Here's crazy. Modern technology is just taking over. I was reading about a 39-year-old woman named Corianne Pretorius. She lives in London, and she recently got a random package from Amazon. Ooh. And it was a $13 pack of gift boxes. She didn't remember ordering it. She said she had no idea how it wound up at her house, so she began to investigate, and she finally figured it out.
And what was
Her
it?
parrot did it.
Her parrot?
Yeah. Corianne has an Amazon Echo at her home.
Oh.
And her parrot mimicked her saying, Alexa. and then giving a command, and Alexa somehow wound up making an order because she thought she heard Corianne ordering a box of package of gift boxes.
More food.
Yeah. See, that's the danger of having those things. Amazon says that anything you order with Alexa has free returns, so Corianne isn't stuck with the boxes. But,
Well, that happened with South Park a couple of weeks ago. They
sure did.
They did an episode and people's appliances were going off everywhere,
I'm telling you, man, they're taking over.
Alexa.
They're taking over.
Eat more pie.
They are taking over.
And all of a sudden, these
you wait till
people are
all
getting
these
pies,
computers. You wait till all these computers hook up.
Oh, yeah.
Hal's gonna tell you something one day.
He is, and it ain't gonna be pretty.
I missed that episode of South Park. I'm gonna have to go back and
you have to watch it.
Yeah, and pick it up.
Some more pie, Alexa.
And so
Is Freddy dead? Who is it that always dies? That gets killed? Freddy is dead. Who is it? Who is it, John?
It's Freddy.
Is it Freddy?
Yeah, Freddy's dead.
Oh, okay. I know somebody always dies on South Park, and I couldn't remember who it was. But I know you'd know since you watched it. I'm sorry I missed that episode.
Okay.
I have to go back.
You can watch it.
Yeah, I don't. Hulu or
Kenny
something.
is actually who it
Kenny?
is. Yeah. Not Freddy.
He's the one that dies
Freddy
all the time.
Krueger is still alive.
Freddy Krueger?
Yeah.
You're talking about, and Halloween. Is he from Halloween?
No.
Jason's from Halloween.
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy Krueger. We need a new Freddy Krueger movie. Bring back the original.
I get them mixed. Oh, don't say it because they probably will.
Well, he said he was too old to do it now.
Really?
Yeah. Robert Englund.
I mean, they could find a look-alike. Look how long that guy was wrestling.
No.
You know that guy was WWE who looked like The Undertaker, or what was his name?
The Undertaker?
Yeah.
He's only about 100. Hulk Hogan, he's 95. He wants to wrestle again. Why, I don't know. But he does.
You don't know why he wants to wrestle again?
Yes, I do. M-O-N-E-Y.
Show me the money.
That's right. I'll get out there.
I saw your boy said that he wasn't drinking anymore.
Yeah?
He said that he was drinking,
He's
20
drinking coffee.
Yeah, he said he was drinking 20 glasses of whiskey a day.
Yeah, he drank more whiskey than
Ric
I
Flair.
ever did, yeah.
Yeah, in one day.
One day. And
Every day.
Woo!
Every day, Ric Flair.
That's why he was styling and profiling.
And yeah, in a prone position. In a prone position.
There's no need to act foolishly. If we part
1400 WJZM Radio. Chuck and John as we wind down this Friday morning edition of Good Morning Clarksville. The good news, my friend.
I like good news.
And, well, I was reading this. I was trying to pick which one. But
what do you mean you had multiple good news stories
I
today?
did. I had multiple good news stories. And this one seems nice. But, I mean, this guy he did this just to be nice, but because obviously this lady is already spoken for. Now, there's a woman in New Jersey. Her name is Kimberly Garcia. She blew a tire last Sunday and had to change the tire herself. She's engaged, but apparently her fiancé wasn't with her. She's in her mid-20s, and while she was changing the tire, her engagement ring fell off. She didn't realize it was missing until she got home. Then she went back to where the tire blew out and where she changed it, but she could not find it. But a cop named John Henderson, who's around the same age, heard about the dilemma. He went back to the place the next day in his spare time to look for it, and he found the ring on the side of the road. He ended up getting it back to Kimberly, and somebody at the precinct snapped a picture of them where they're posing together with the ring
and now
back on her
Are they
finger.
getting married and living happily ever after?
No, she's engaged to someone else.
Oh, I thought
He
maybe
was
that
just
was
being
over.
he was just being a nice guy.
Oh.
Just like you and I would.
Yeah, I would do that.
We'd be a nice
If
guy.
I found a ring.
If we
like
found
that,
a ring.
I would hand it to the lady that it was supposed to go to.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
After they appraised it.
That's right. Oh, it's only worth $4.99. Okay,
No,
give it back.
we'd make sure.
No,
we'd see if we could find the owner.
We would.
Of it. Yeah.
We wouldn't do that.
I think that's a good.
That is a good story.
Yeah.
I like that.
That about does it for this Friday here on Good Morning Clarksville. Somebody's calling. Maybe we're being called to the principal's office.
We may be.
John and I thank you for sharing this part of your Friday with us here on Good Morning Clarksville.
Yes, thank you.
Have a great weekend. We'll get together again Monday. Be well, my friend. Bye-bye.
Wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. I just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
famous.
WJZM, Clarksville. And the sign said, long-haired freaky people need not apply. So I tucked my hair up under my hat and I went in to ask him why. He said, you look like a fine, upstanding young man. I think you do. So I took off my hat. I said, imagine that. Me working for you. Whoa, sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that. Can't you read the The sign said anybody caught trespassing would be shot on sight. So I jumped on the fence and I yelled at the house, hey, what gives you the right to put up a fence to keep me out or to keep Mother Nature in? If God was here, he'd tell you to your face, man, you're some kind of sinner. Sign, sign, everywhere a sign, blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? Now hey you, mister, can't you read? You got to have a shirt and tie to get a seat. You can't even watch, no, you can't eat. You ain't supposed to be here. Sign said you got to have a membership card to get inside. The sign said, everybody welcome, come in, kneel down and pray. But when they passed around the plate at the end of it all, I didn't have a penny to pay. So I got me a pen and a paper, and I made up my own little sign. I said, thank you, Lord, for thinking about me. I'm alive and doing fine. Sign, sign, everywhere a sign. Blocking out the scenery, breaking my mind. Do this, don't do that, can't you read the sign? Sign, sign, everywhere a sign.
You know that it would be untrue. You know that I would be a liar if I was to say to you, girl, we couldn't get much higher. Come on, baby, light my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Try to set the night on fire. The time to hesitate is through. No time to wallow in the mire. Try now, we can only lose. And our love become a few